Hi, my name is Dr. Leslie Phillips. I'm an epidemiologist in Seattle, Washington, and I'm someone who's worked with NIH grants or NIH investigators for most of my career. I'm very concerned about the cuts to science, and that's why I'm glad to have the opportunity to talk to you today about why science saves lives. You might be wondering what the NIH is, what it does, how does it affect everyday citizens. Interesting little factoid about the NIH is it came out of a lab, but was actually created in 1930 by the US Congress. And that's exceptional during the Great Depression. And they did it because they thought it was so important to have that biomedical and public health research as part of a strong nation. Today, the NIH does a vast variety of things, and I won't name them all here, but clinical trials, especially for experimental therapies, they are a training ground for researchers like myself who usually go to graduate school based on an NIH grant under which they work. They develop resources for research, technologies, and they do this in two ways. One way is what they call intramural research. That's research that actually takes place at NIH. And the other way is extramural, just like it sounds, it's outside of NIH. And what they do with that extramural research, which is where the vast majority of their budget goes, is they send money to university researchers, the top of the top experts in their field, to focus on a problem and find a solution. They also do a variety of other things. They might have, for instance, an advisory. Right now, we're all thinking about bird flu. And so they sent an advisory in early January to the hospitals and said, hey, if you have a patient with influenza A, you should really expedite the sequencing of that virus so we can know in as near time as possible if it's bird flu and we have people to people spread of bird flu, which we do not at this point, but it's a possibility. And being on top of those possibilities is part of what NIH does. NIH is the envy of the world. There is nothing else like it. It's unmatched and unmatchable. Researchers from all over the world come to the United States to study and do research because the United States has invested in this institution and it has paid off in spades. Here's what you can do. You can call, not write, your elected representatives. Tell them that every day we halt scientific progress in biomedical research, American lives are at risk. Science saves lives.